When the woman went to the hospital to pick up her medicine, she accidentally discovered that her boyfriend, who had been dead for 5 years, was actually still alive, and there was a pregnant stranger by his side. The woman couldn't believe her eyes and ran after him, but she found that her boyfriend had already disappeared. It turned out the two had once been a deeply loving couple, and the boyfriend had even proposed to her. But unfortunately, during a mission, the man was caught in an explosion and was presumed dead. Even the boyfriend's mother advised the woman to go find her own happiness. But since she never saw his body, the woman refused to believe he was really gone. She always believed he was still alive. Finally, after 4 years, the woman saw her boyfriend again. To confirm her suspicion, the woman gathered her courage and went to the man's house. But when she knocked on the door, what she saw was a family portrait of the man with his family. Only then did the woman truly believe that her boyfriend was really alive. If she hadn't come, she would have been deceived by his entire family. Seeing that the woman had uncovered the truth, the man's mother nervously explained to her that her son had suffered a head injury and lost all memories of the woman. This already caused him great pain. His mother couldn't bear to make him forcefully recall the past, so she persuaded the woman to let go. After all, their family was living happily now, and her grandson was about to be born, but the woman was still unwilling to give up. She couldn't erase the 7 years of memories they shared, and just then, the man and his wife returned home. Seeing this, the mother immediately tried to drive the woman away, but the man's wife thought they were all friends, so she invited the woman to stay for dinner. The man walked past the woman with a completely unfamiliar expression, without the slightest bit of emotion. This made the woman extremely heartbroken. At the dinner table, the man asked his mother how he and the woman knew each other. Before the woman could answer, his mother explained that the woman was her goddaughter. The man immediately blurted out, "Sister!" The woman became very emotional after hearing that, and said in front of everyone that she was the man's longtime fiancé. Seeing the man's mother constantly stopping her, the woman sadly said that one day the man would remember these memories. But the man thought the woman was being ridiculous and told her to explain herself. The woman stood up immediately after hearing that and told the entire story from beginning to end. Her words shocked the man's wife on the spot. The man, seeing this, immediately kicked the woman out. He wouldn't allow anyone to ruin his family. So the man's mother took the woman aside and persuaded her to give up on her son and go start a new happy life for herself. But the woman was unwilling to accept that. Why should she be the one to give up? Why could the man, after occupying 11 years of her life, just leave like that? The woman couldn't accept it. To be able to see the man often, she moved in next door to him. She waited for him to recover his memory and remember her. But the man bluntly said he had no memory loss and would never love someone as unreasonable as her. And just then, a mover accidentally dropped a photo. The man picked it up and looked at it. It was a close-up photo of the two of them. Seeing the man go silent, the woman explained the photo was taken on their weekly anniversary and asked if the man remembered anything. But before he could answer, his head throbbed with sharp pain. Luckily, his wife arrived just in time and took him away. From then on, the woman often created chances to bump into the man, but the man never looked her in the eye. One day, the woman's boss assigned her to work with the man's company. Unexpectedly, she was once again misunderstood by the man. The man thought she was trying to cling to him and had come to his company on purpose. Even the employees, after hearing this, started gossiping about the woman. After all, the man was already married. How could she do something so shameless? Upon hearing this, the woman argued that she would never mix her personal life with work. The man didn't respond after hearing that and simply informed her to attend the contract signing ceremony. At the ceremony, they ran into an old classmate. The classmate started reminiscing about the old days upon seeing the man and even brought up the story between the two of them. But the man didn't want to hear it and stated directly that he was already married, but not to the woman. After saying that, he left. The woman hurriedly stopped him, but in the man's eyes, she was just acting for her own selfish desires and putting on a show in front of him. Even though she wanted him to regain his memory, it didn't mean she had to lie to him. But the man ignored her and left. Only then did the woman realize maybe she shouldn't appear in the man's life anymore. Now, in the man's eyes, she was just a shameless schemer. When she came back from the signing ceremony, she happened to see the man walking with his wife. She wanted to go up and explain, but both of them acted like they didn't see her. Even when they went to the temple to pray, the three still ran into each other. Seeing the woman so unreasonable, the man said in front of his wife once again that the woman should stay away from him and stop stalking him. Otherwise, he wouldn't let her off. After saying that, he left with his wife. Watching the two of them so loving, the woman realized she was just a clown coveting someone else's happiness. But that happiness should have belonged to her. Feeling lost, the woman went home and suddenly got a call from her boss. He said she had been pestering the general manager of the other company during work and had caused a terrible impact on their company. From that moment on, the woman was suspended. Before the woman could explain, the boss hung up the phone. The woman never imagined she only wanted the man to regain his memory, but no matter how hard she tried, all she did was lose more and more. Had she really been wrong? Just when the woman was about to give up on the man completely, someone suddenly knocked on her door. When she opened the door, the man was standing right there.